Now we have another segment on the popular and oldest film event in North America, the 20th Annual New York Indian Film Festival 2020 Virtual Edition, dedicated to presenting and empowering independent, alternate, art house and diaspora films from India, featuring narrative films, docu-series and shorts. By popular demand, the viewing of this festival has been extended to August 9th. This year, the New York Indian Festival continued to support regional Indian cinema with the Malayalam film Run Kalyani as the opening film of the festival. The Malayalam movie Run Kalyani tells the tale of a young cook, Kalyani, who lives with her ailing aunt, living in a monotonous life which becomes different each day as Kalyani discovers life and her purpose. We spoke with writer, director of Run Kalyani, Geetha, bringing her take on the movie, her experience and the impact of the story. Here is our conversation with Geetha. How was it, conceptualizing this amazing piece of work? And also, you're also the writer of this movie. What was your experience writing and directing it?
I have worked many years in the field of documentary, and I've come to this after 10 years after getting my script development award for my first script. And that was a film about 3 women, and I was a first-time woman filmmaker, and the film was not a very low-budget film. So I never could find the funds for it. So the last 10 years, I have been working in documentary, and I have so many people, ordinary people, and who have fantastic stories to tell of their dreams, their duty, their desire, and so on. So I wanted to create a story of these ordinary people and how life is a pattern for most of us. It almost feels like a trap that we are in the same loop again and again and again. But change does happen. Change does happen in the lives of ordinary people. And that was the idea I wanted to bring, the idea of agency that people have and how they exercise it.
Let's talk a little bit about the movie itself. Can you tell our viewers what is Run Kalyani all about, and why is this so important for us to discuss these ordinary stories of people?
Run Kalyani is about a young cook called Kalyani who goes to work in 2 houses. So you see her get up and do work in her own house, in a very humble house where she lives with her aunt, and then she takes care of her bedridden aunt. And then she goes to this flat where a man lives alone, cooks for him. That's a certain kind of cooking. And then she goes to a nearby house where a joint family lives. And that's another kind of cooking. And then she goes back home. And on the way to the first house and on the way back from the second house to her own house, she meets some characters. Now, you wouldn't normally remember these characters, but this pattern of her going from her house to the first house, to the second house, and back to her house happens 4 times. So you do notice all the people that she sees in the way. And then this initially may seem like the same thing happening, but each time things develop between the characters, in the characters of the whole houses, and also the relationship between all these characters. It keeps changing ever so slightly over and by the time you reach the 4th time, it kind of builds into a crescendo, and things change. Yeah.
nymph which moves H6.
നീ എന്താണ് ഇങ്ങനെ? ഞാൻ സംസാരിച്ചോണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നീ കുറ്റമാണ് ഇഷ്ടം എനിക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞൂടെ? ഇത്ര ദിവസം എവിടെയായിരുന്നു?